Hello there. How you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Yes, the lava lamp is feeling a bit cold. It'll warm up. Oh, I totally didn't only just switch it on well, I think half an hour ago at this point. It really takes a while. But yes, got to learn to be patient. But yeah, I do wonder what Lord British is doing. I'm not sure if in Ultima 9 you'd actually find out how Britannia is doing. Since I haven't actually seen any of Ultima 9. I'd assume that one is just one game, not like Ultima 7, where it's two different games. But yeah. Don't know if there's ever going to be another Ultima game that's back in Britannia. So, don't know. Don't know if we'll ever find out. But in the meantime, I can just wonder what he's up to. Like, maybe he's just changing the wallpaper of his palace. I mean, in the previous game, the vast majority of people did kind of die, so maybe he's now figuring out how to, do maintenance in his own palace, because he might not really have staff anymore. Don't know. Because, there was that one segment in 7 Part 2 where the Avatar speaks to a dream version of Lord British who might actually be the real Lord British who's also dreaming. So, yeah, and that one it seemed like maybe his castle also kind of got destroyed and all the guards got killed. So maybe Lord British is just the only person alive in Britannia. I don't know. But regardless, I'm sure he's doing fine. He's practically immortal compared to all the peasants, so I'm sure he's doing great. Just, yeah, going around, enjoying the peace and quiet, and hopefully he figured out how to bury all the bodies, because oh boy. I mean, it was more towards the middle or end of the game or something, but so many people died. So not sure how many years in the future this game would be, but I feel like there would still at least be bones just laying around, and that can't be nice. So whatever Lord Bridge is doing, I'm sure he's doing great. And there aren't any problems in Britannia. Uh-huh. Anyhow. Um, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting subject if they try and broach that in Ultima 9. But I'm not sure how soon I'll be starting Ultima 9. At the moment, it feels like I'm getting close to the end of Ultima 8. So, yeah, we'll see. Fighting the Titans feels like one of the last things you do in the storyline, but yeah, I never remember the names, but the one wizard who that lives off at the plateau on his own. He's the one who said that I need to fight the Titans, and then after that I should be able to travel back to, I'd assume Britannia or the real world. Not really sure which one it's going to be, because I have a spell that'll travel between dimensions, and the only way to make that spell properly work is to defeat the Titans. But where is it going to end up? I don't know. The game's definitely a bit of a weird one in terms of the plot, and yeah. Don't know why everything always comes back to the catacombs, but yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, um, yeah, let's just start Ultima for today, and we'll see how it's gonna go. I remember last time I tried to fight Hydros, the water titan, and that was a mess. So I think it'll require a lot of brainstorming today. So let's just start. And we'll see how things go from there. There we go. Yes. Starting it properly.
You have been a thorn in my side for far too long, Avatar. Your two worlds will be crushed. Britannia first, then Earth. I shall parade you before their conquered peoples as the fallen idol of a pathetic ideal. I banish you to the world of Pagan. No one here knows of the Avatar.
And yes, we will be talking about September/Hat-tember. I just feel like the game is going to be a mess. So, like, I don't even know where to start this fight, so I think I'll have to fast travel somewhere else or load a different save, because this is a mess. So, when was my last save? Let's start with that. And then we can roam around.
Enjoying your stay
There.
on Pagan, Avatar?
Nice and calm. Not in a giant lightning storm. Much better. But yes, I mentioned it yesterday, but I'm now officially, for the first time in this channel's history, doing an event for September. Because currently, I believe, probably because of my anniversary stream, which is like around a month ago, we are at around 131 sub points. I can check. Yes, currently at exactly that number. And that means we're halfway to unlocking a new emote slot for the channel. So I decided to make an event themed on that. So that means the next emote slot will unlock at 240, which is a lot of sub points. And yeah, to span the gap in between every 24 subs, starting at 144 subs, that's the current goal, I'll be making an extra hat for Reginald. So, in general, Reginald will be getting a hat. There's a new channel point redeem, so you can suggest hats for Reginald. I already have a bit of a list, but, well, if you guys have suggestions for hats that he just needs to have, then go use that redeem. And, yes, point being, he'll get at least one hat, but depending on how the event goes, he'll get up to, I believe, 6 hats. And if things get a bit out of hand, Violet will also be getting 6 hats. So there might be a lot of hat making in my future. So yeah, it'll potentially be a very crafty time. And yeah, I only just got access to all my old crafting supplies again. And also have a couple of new crafting supplies I haven't used. So there's a lot of potential for hats. So yeah. And if you type in exclamation mark sub points, I believe today it should actually work. Is it working? No, it's not working. Okay. Just give me a second. Tech stuff. No, this does include gift subs. So there for September, there is a discount going for if you subscribe for yourself. Right at the end of the month, there is going to not be a discount on gift subs, but there is going to be a thing where there's extra gift subs if you give 5 or more gift subs. So, yeah, like at least one bonus gift sub if, yeah. But as far as I know, sub points do include gift subs. So, yeah. And Prime, I'm not sure if that is included. It might actually be. So, sub points are separate from the plus points that a lot of streamers are currently trying to reach. So, the plus points are just about self-paid subs. So, not Prime. And I believe... So, that's the plus points. But the sub points are the ones for unlocking emotes. And I think those also include Prime. So, yes. Like, not 100% sure on that part, but I know they include gift subs. Anyhow. And I will add the fedora to the list. Well, actually, it's the same as last year. Like, exactly the same. So, I know last year, I made like a bot command for September. And the discounts were exactly the same. So, for a tier 1 self-paid sub, you get a 25% discount. Same goes for a tier 2. And for a tier 3, you get a 30% discount. So, yes. Thank you for gifting 3 months of tier 1. That is very generous of you. Still not sure why the thing's not showing up. I'll just make it permanently active. Because having it fade in and out is not working. There. Okay. So, I'll just have it on screen. It's fine. Bundespräsidenten Stichwiederholungsverschiebung. But yeah, I was making an entire thing where like it auto-updates, which trying to figure out how to get this thing to auto-update was a journey. And also to get it to be pixel perfect, because that's something that's important to me. So, yeah, just the fact that I am using this event as an excuse to make something happen that well, it's something I've been struggling with for many, many years. Trying to have automatically updating text that's pixel perfect to display in OBS. So, yes. Long story short, no matter how this event goes, the fact that I managed to do this is already an achievement for me. So, yes. And thank you for gifting another 3 months of tier 1. Let's see, is it going to update? It should update eventually. I clearly set this up to be way too complex. Okay, I'll quickly do my best to fix it. But I'll try not to take too long. So, there's the thing that updates it. And I'll switch it to update every minute instead of every 5 minutes, because apparently it's not able to detect subscriptions happening. So, yeah. It's supposed to be able to detect it, but I'm learning how to deal with a new bot, and that has been quite challenging. So, tech issues, but oh boy, getting this to work. Glad it's at least updating at some point. But yes. But yeah, it's fun to do events like this to, you know, have like a specific reason to learn something new. So, yeah, so basically it's, currently I'm using 2 different bots. So one bot is just doing this and nothing else. And the other bot is the one that I've been using for several years now. So I'm slowly going to be switching over to the much fancier bot that's able to do this. It's just that setting stuff like this up takes a lot more skill. So, one thing at a time, but having this much stuff working is already quite something. I'm a huge perfectionist, in case you can't tell. And yes, it updated, see? It takes a while, but it does update. So now we're 11 sub points away. But yeah, it just counts the points for current subs that are like active this month, basically. So basically a tier 1 sub this month gives 1 point, and for 3 months that means next month it will also give 1 point, and the month after that will also give 1 point. So anyhow, I really don't know what to do about Hydra's there. Because I don't have a spell to, like, freeze or, like, anything obvious that would work against water. So, yeah. And as for the hat ideas that are currently on the list, a wizard hat, a top hat, a straw hat, a crown, which is, you know, hat adjacent, detective hat, then this one's like inspired by, I think, a picture that I've seen. It was like a picture of like a baby duckling wearing an upside down flower as a hat. So something like that, or maybe just a flower crown, that's easier. Then a bow, so like a ribbon, which once again, like hat adjacent. Then cowboy hat, a bucket hat, not as in a hat that it's just a bucket, just the hat style that is called bucket hat. But if you guys want to see him just wear a bucket, you can suggest it. Then baseball cap, a traffic cone, because, you know, that's almost a hat. And then, like, some sort of, like, animal ears, like cat ears, bunny ears, whatever. And a fedora now. So that is the current list of suggestions. So if you guys have any suggestions to add, then let me know. And currently the list is just on paper. I will make a fancier list. And starting in October, we'll just be voting on the suggestions. So you still have some time to hand in your suggestions. And everyone will be able to vote, because, yeah. It's a very important decision. Not one I take lightly, because Reginald needs a hat. Currently, he only really has a Christmas hat. Yeah, same for me. I also wouldn't be able to decide between those hats. So that's how this entire event is happening. So you guys can give me an excuse to make more hats. And also help me decide which hat. Yes. Yeah, the fedora hat is already on the list. I just added it. A propeller hat. I mean, I can try. Like, the thing is, I'm a rather crafty person overall, and would it be a very functional propeller hat? Probably not. But I would probably be able to make something that looks like a propeller hat. Just not sure how well it would spin. Top hat is already on the list, but like, if you have a more like specific suggestion for like what type of top hat, like colors, anything like that, let me know. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to stand on that. Okay. A wool knit beanie. Okay. There. It is now on the list. But yes, I'll be trying to find a way to keep track of all the suggestions and make it so you guys can also see the list, because currently it's just on paper, because I'm very high-tech sometimes, especially with my notes and things of that nature. A miner's helmet. Yes, sure. It is now on the list. And if I forget to write any of the suggestions down, I will be able to also check the suggestions later on. So, yeah. That's the nice thing about channel point redeems like that. I have not heard of that term, but I've also never been to Canada, so... But I will Google it, because I'm now curious what that refers to exactly. Oh, the beanie. Okay. I mean, those already look very cozy, especially the ones with like a super fluffy pom-pom at the end. I mean, I could make a teeny tiny pom-pom for Reginald. It'll definitely be challenging to make a teeny tiny knitted hat, but I'm up for the challenge. Oops. But yeah, for me, I always struggle to, with crafting, just pick one idea and do that, instead of switching from one idea to the next. So, yeah, with making Reginald a hat, if I just tried just on my own in general, I legitimately would struggle to pick. And I would probably end up with a rather long list of hats that I need to make, and then I still need to pick which one to start out with. So, yeah.
Enjoying your stay on Pagan, Avatar?
So... Wait, where did those come from? Just random enemies spawning. But yeah, so Hydros was using lightning. Yeah, technically I could do that, but knowing me, I'll continue being a perfectionist, so... Like... If I decide that it's somewhat feasible to actually knit a teeny tiny hat for Reginald, I will. I mean, to be fair, it might end up being a crochet hat. I feel like doing teeny tiny crochet projects might be easier, but still making it look like it's knitted. I'm pretty sure I have smaller crochet hooks than knitting needles. But then again, I guess toothpicks are basically tiny knitting needles. I'll figure it out a way. I mean, I don't even really know how to get to the other area from here, but I should probably also actually look through my spells and come up with an idea of how to fight Hydros, because that's kind of the main issue at the moment. So, Hydros is using lightning. There are a couple of spells that might help just with not having to deal with the damage from lightning. So there's within necromancy there's the spell rock flesh, so maybe that could help. I don't know. Then let's see. Thaumaturgy is a bit of a confusing one. Don't think that one really has a spell that would help with that. But maybe this is going to be the reason to use Thaumaturgy, so I'll look through the spells. We've got Confusion Blast, Meteor Shower, Summon Creature, Call Destruction, Devastation, and I think there was also the spell for traveling between the dimensions to get back home, but that one's not really going to be used in battle, I think. So. All right. So, but I think Devastation is the one that basically kills everyone except the person who casts it, so probably shouldn't do that. But it would probably kill the Titans. I guess that would be one way to do it. And then Thurges, that was air magic. There's one that's called Intervention, which gives a shield wall, which I guess might also help with the lightning. But overall, I just don't know how to damage Hydros, because I don't really have water magic at all. So, and in sorcery, I've got I mean, some spells that would do damage, like Explosion, Flame Bolt. Maybe those could help. So, maybe I just use fire magic? I don't know. Could work. Can't remember what conflagration is supposed to do. So, which items do I have to actually cast spells? Extinguish, Ignite, Flame Bolt, so I could use that. Is that one Flame Bolt as well? Flame Bolt? Flame Bolt. Yeah, I have a lot of Flame Bolt. So I guess I'll try and use that. So, back to the chaos.
Care you no more for your own world.
So, flame bolt at the top. Okay, did that do anything? I'm not sure. It takes quite a while to even open my inventory. Armor flame? I think I'm still taking damage from lightning. Yes, I am. That's teleporting. Not very useful. Ignite. Eh. Wait, where did my bag go? I think it keeps glitching around. Okay. I think this one is healing. There. No, that didn't work. Heal. Okay. Donation. Your truth. Intervention? I don't know what that one does. Airwalk? Don't know where I'm supposed to jump, but I'm not sure if it actually cast it. I think my mana is too low. Not sure. I don't really have any ranged weapons at the moment. Oh, maybe I can use those items. So... the Tear of the Seas. Can I use that?
You will regret this day.
Did that work? Okay, that worked. Is it really just using the item on the... Okay. I thought I was supposed to actually defeat them in a fight, but I guess not. I just capture them? Sure. Easy. Let's go meet the other Titans. I'm sure they're gonna be super happy to see me. Okay. My inventory is a bit of a mess. I feel like maybe I should just go back to the save and then use the spell and not mess up my entire inventory. Well, technically not a spell, but it's difficult to say stuff with all the lightning. Tear of the Seas. There.
You will regret this day.
And I think she said you will regret this day. Wow. Okay. So... I feel like I'm missing one. Tongue of Flame, Breath of Air. Wait, where's the stone one? Should have that. I remember picking it up. did it go? Like, I remember that one of the characters said something about it. Or maybe it was in one of the books. Heart of the Earth is the one that Lithos should have. Where did I put that? Because apparently I need to find it in my inventory. But I think even to get to this point, I would have had to use it. So where is it? Nothing in there. Maybe I'll put the different parts in here just to keep better track of them. So, those are the ones I know I have. Do hope I find the missing one though. Because that seems like a problem. If I somehow lost that one. So that's the healing one. I definitely want to keep that one separate. Because I need that. In the meantime, my character can heal a bit. Okay. Maybe it's in that pile? I really don't know where I put that thing. Weird. Okay. I like the fact that I don't seem to have the lost item. Okay, I'll save. And then go back to one of my other saves. So, like this one? This should be right after I use the items. So, this would be after getting the last one? Hopefully. Yeah, Heart of Earth. So where did that one go? Huh. How did I lose that? That is very strange. I definitely had it. Might have lost an item, yes. I just don't know where it is. So, might have lost an important quest item. Sure, it's fine. Can I dump stuff on the ground here? Yes. Okay. Time to just throw everything from my inventory. Yes. It looks like, basically the same shade of grey as these things. And it looks like a tiny round face. So, yeah. That. And I'm pretty sure it's important. Yes, a face. That's called Heart of the Earth, or something like that. So, dumping stuff on the ground. To hopefully eventually find the item I'm missing. Maybe I'm just carrying too many items and that could have caused some issues. It is possible. There. So at least the main backpack is emptying. Okay. Then it's not under any of the bags. Is it time to empty the bags themselves? There. Just a giant pile of stuff. And the nice thing is I don't even have to clean it up, because I can just restore. I mean, imagine being able to do that IRL. If you're looking for something, just... yeah, not having to clean up afterwards. You can just pull everything out of the cupboard and drop it on the floor and then just restore save afterwards, because then you already know where it was. And then you can just go get the thing you were missing. Would make life a lot easier. At least if you're like me and constantly lose track of things. I don't think it's in here. This is now empty enough that I would see it. That one apparently ended up in the backpack. Okay, time to empty this one. Yeah, otherwise I'll have to redo some stuff, because apparently I lost an item somewhere along the way, so... However that happened... not sure. Just... it was an important item, so shouldn't lose it. So you're saying you've never ever misplaced your keys, or your phone, or your wallet, or your driver's license, passport, whatever identification, or like your charging cable for something, or... Because for me, I lose track of things constantly. Oh, I didn't find it. So, back to a previous save we go. Because I don't want to get soft locked because of a random missing item. So, am I missing it at this point already? No, here I still have it. Okay. So I didn't have to go back quite as far as I was worried I would. There. Maybe I just dropped it on the ground by accident. I don't know. Okay. Well, for me, I've definitely had quite a few instances of
Perhaps I should destroy you now.
something important being impossible to find, like my passport right before traveling. That was not stressful at all. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it looks very fancy, whatever this is. New save. What happens when I walk into that? Nothing. Okay. Whoa. Wait. The demon is taking damage from walking over the lava. I saw that. There it is. Burn, demon. Burn. Burn. There. And carrying a chaos gem. I mean, fits perfectly in my chaotic inventory. Why does that keep happening? Don't know where Pyros is supposed to be. But I am quite sure that some of these jumps are gonna be risky. So, separate save just for whenever I have to do a jump like that. Nice. Okay. I am going someplace. Okay, one of those eyeballs. Guess I'll do that. I think it's taking damage, but I'm not sure. Oh, it died, so I do think it worked. And okay, there's, I guess, one of those ghosts around. No, just the eyeballs on their own. Okay. Pyros? Anywhere around here? Ow. Silly exploding skulls. There's another demon and a hole in the ground. Neat. And
Do not go near that avatar.
whatever this is. What are those? It doesn't say. Huh? I'll save.
Care you no more for your own world, Avatar?
And yes, I do think the lava sounds a bit like pasta sauce. Like, what am I supposed to do with these? What's that now? Flame sting? Okay. I am very confused. So, I throw it over there. Yes. Just keep moving it. And then move it over here. And ow. Did I drop it in? No. Nothing happens. Okay. I don't understand this area. I think that's the wrong save. Yeah. Back here. I also don't think the marbles or whatever those things were, I don't think they'd be used here. Oh, there's a book. Okay. Day 1. Dear E. Found my journey to be one of great suffering, although I've only been at it such a short time. Day 2. My darling, I'm constantly lost and without friends in this land of nightmares. Do not know if I will live to see you again, my love. Day 3. Madame, perhaps Dr. D was correct. Should have listened to his sound advice. For I'm now so terribly lonely and wish with all my heart to be with you again. Day 4. I can barely scare up enough courage. Scare up courage? Courage to stop my vigil of self-preservation long enough to share my experience with you. Very strange way of wording that, so I guess he's so deeply in survival mode that he's forgetting to write in his journal. There. Day 5. No hope in sight. I'm tired. Don't know if I can outlast this trial. I've been fighting for days now. If only there was some reprieve from this torment. I simply cannot bear it anymore. I do not think I shall feel I do not think I shall feel worthy of writing to you for a few days. Day 13. Luck has finally discovered me. At last, I have an answer to the one way I can rid myself of this hell. I know the bridge to a veritable paradise. Yeah, an oasis. In this desert of heat and flame. I mean, if you're basically surrounded by a lava lake, does that count as a desert? Because to me, like, obviously lava is not water, but it is a liquid. So when I think of desert, I don't think of liquid. But I guess you could have a volcano in a desert. Day 14. Odd, but I cannot quite get the strange apparatus to work properly. I came across it in my travels after much searching. I believe it must have something to do with several odd spheres I have in my possession. Don't know if I'll ever figure it out. Ha, silly me to doubt my abilities when I'm so very close to freedom. Today, victory over their Pyros. Tomorrow, freedom, and back to you, sweet temperance. Okay, and that's one of the spheres. What if I place it here? Okay. It disappeared. So did the spot where it was. Okay. So I just need more of the spheres? In the format of journal entries, or in the format of you need to read this to solve a puzzle in Ultima? Because for me, at least in some cases, like in games like Skyrim, where there's just so many books, I have a bit of a tendency to skip reading the lore just for the sake of reading the lore. So, it depends on the game. And how interesting I find the lore. Because in some, it's just a lot of characters to keep track of. Yeah. But I don't even know who I'm reading about. I can't see what I'm doing, but I guess I'll keep going. Where is the demon? I don't know. That way? Why is the... Okay. Everything's fine.
Care you no more for your own world, Avatar?
I guess here I could just pick up all the spheres and then bring them back to the other area. Could I just pick up the entire box? Yes. That works. Now, stop that. Okay. So now I try and make my way back and not run into the lava, no matter how tempting. It does still kind of look like molten cheese. I guess lava wouldn't really have a taste, because I don't think your taste buds would survive long enough. But I can still imagine it tastes like cheese. manage the jump. That's good. Don't really know if I'm going the right way or not, but hopefully I'll figure that out. Okay. There. Right. Thank you for the gift sub. That's now anonymous gift sub number 3. And another 3-month sub. That is very generous of you. Thank you for that. Okay, so can't put the last one inside that chest. But I can take it off of that skeleton. Alright. I'll overwrite this save.
Hark, is that the sweet song of lamentation I hear?
I'll move a bit closer. Okay. That one disappeared. That one disappears. And that one. That one. Hope I'll have enough of them, but I hope so. I might. There. Oh, what was that sound? 2 more. Okay. Yeah. Alright. That did something. Yeah, I'll overwrite this save. Because I don't think I'll be needing that one again.
I do so enjoy
Since
the
I apparently
cries of
lost
torment.
an important item at that
this
point.
very moment, Britannia burns.
Okay. I don't know how I'll be getting back from there, but I'll just follow the path. Yeah. Okay. I'm somewhere now. Shouldn't step into the forbidden cheese. Okay. So. Nope. Nope. That's skeletons. That's the evil flaming explosions. Okay. Ow. Then some corpses that I think I just greeted them, or did they greet me? It's fine.
Nice.
There's
to
nothing
send this
weird
best
going on.
avatar.
I'll just make extra sure that it's saved properly because it was being a bit glitchy. There. So... I found Pyros. Hello, Pyros.
You impress me with your impudence, manling.
Manling?
I shall reward you with an eternity of torment.
Neat. I've always wanted an eternity of torment. Just give me a second. No, ow. Tongue of flame. There.
This is not possible.
It worked. Where did the item go? There's the item. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Figured out how to do the thing. Okay. You want two eternities of torment. Oh. I'll just start with the one. Okay, that's Hydros again. So, I guess I'll overwrite that save this time.
Nice to send his best, Avatar.
Now I just need to find Hydros again. Well. Lava? No issue. Water? Water is very deadly. Don't underestimate water. You die if you have too little of it, you die if you have too much of it, you die if you have the wrong type, as in contaminated water. Yeah, water is dangerous. Okay. Can I manage that jump? Nope. No, I cannot. I was able to do that a lot better previously. I feel like this shouldn't be the one thing the Avatar can't do. Just jumping onto a platform without sliding off the side. Like, after all the other things, that's the part the Avatar can't manage. Okay. Up there. Well, why wouldn't it be a platform? Well, my guess is that the thought process was people like platformers, people like Ultima. How do we make people like Ultima more? Make it a platform. So, that's my guess, but I wasn't in the room, so... Yeah, and no party
Your
members.
treasured Britannia succumbs easily. Soon, all the land will be mine.
But still very similar inventory restrictions. Because I'd say in the other Ultima games, the way that the carry weight restrictions work, having a party of different characters who can all carry stuff makes it a lot less restrictive. Having only one character. Well. And then you have items disappear if you put them down at the wrong time or the wrong location. So you really just need to know which items you should pick up and only pick up those, because otherwise you won't have room for the items you need to pick up.
You should hear the pleas
yeah.
for help, Avatar.
It's a bit silly. There. Oops. I ran into the water. Drowned in, like, not even knee-deep water. Yep. Sounds about right.
Enjoying your stay on Pagan, Avatar?
Cause, like, I drowned, like, right here. The water looks like it should be quite shallow there. Okay. There. The fact that you can't really see that the environment itself is supposed to be 3D.
I do so enjoy the cries of torment.
Where things are at different heights, but they don't look like they are. It's... yeah. It makes the part of
I do so enjoy
the game that requires
cries of
platforming
torment.
even weirder.
Do not be
There, Pyros.
so foolish as to think you have the power to defeat me.
Okay. So... Pyros... There. Tear of the Seas.
You will regret this day.
I will regret this day. Huh. Not right now. Right now, I'm just saving my progress.
Care you no more for your own world, Avatar?
So, 2 down, 2 to go, I think.
Yes, Avatar, seek our way home.
So this would be Lithos. I feel like for Pyros and Hydros, it's a lot easier to see where the name came from, but this one I'm not sure. Can I get over there? Yeah, exactly. So, my guess is they just try to be hip in their own way. And it maybe didn't quite work out, because, like, the thing about platformers is you kind of need to see what's going on. Bunch of rocks. Have trust in things you cannot see, for in the smallest you must believe. Cast stone into flame. You shall find all your doubts left behind. Cross the impossible to the great beyond. And only till then can you carry on. Alright. Weird. I don't think I still need that one, but should have put it down when I had the chance. And I'm not sure what that scroll was about. I don't see any flames. So, sounded like I should find a flame somewhere and then throw rocks into it. I don't see a flame though. So, do I set things on fire?
Will your precious earth fall so easily?
Oh. Hello, zombie. Okay, that's the way back. Where am I going? I don't know. Somewhere, I guess. Yeah, that's the skeleton that had the scroll. Okay. So I guess I throw those in the lava? I'll save over here. 184. There. Where do I throw it? Okay. Something happened. Okay. They keep bouncing around. Somehow I don't think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess I can throw more of them. Whee! Skipping rocks on lava. As you do. And last one. Okay. Well, that didn't do anything. That was weird. Nothing there. I mean, I guess I could kill the skeleton, but I could also just run past it. There's that skeleton again. There wasn't any fire around here. Oops. The fact that the avatar manages to not fall into those random holes that open in the ground, but does constantly drown in water. The avatar's a bit weird. I feel like you'd be quite likely to fall into the opening if the floor falls as you're walking there. Where is Lithos? I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to cast the spell that allows me to walk on lava. And then I can just walk on the lava there. Could work. Wait, where did all of them come from? Didn't expect this to turn into a giant gathering of different enemies. Guess I have to fight them. Really? A zombie as well. Zombie should be a lot easier. Right? There. Okay. Battle Rocks is turning into quite a mess. I'll just reload my last save. That was... Wait. The troll or whatever that creature is called. He was walking on the lava? Not sure when that happened. So, Endure Heat would be the one that I need for walking on lava, I think. There, Endure Heat. Okay. Jump onto the lava. Jump further, please. No. What was that? Ah, that's what that was. Great. Jump. Jump. Climb. Okay. I think that's what I was supposed to do. It'd be nice if we could stop throwing things at me, but... Ow. Okay. I think that's good. I'll just say that's good. And I'll save it here. Okay. Ground's so spiky and shaky. Ow. Okay. Guess I'm going somewhere. Anyone home? Lithos? Nope, that's dead end. Okay. I've been here before. I mean, the definitely haven't set off all the fire mushrooms there, so that's something. Ow. Ow. And I wasn't keeping track of my health. Whoops. But yeah, with the new chatbot that I'm using to make this stuff work, I feel like that chatbot has a huge amount of potential, and I still need to figure out, like, how a lot of that potential even works. So, yeah. In part because of the documentation for it being, well, apparently it's out of date, so it's for the previous version. So for the new version, it seems to not be completed yet, at least. So, yeah. That kind of fits with the fact that I rarely read manuals for games that I play on stream. Okay. So that's silverware, ramp candle, bunch of reagents, and some mushrooms. Alright. Interesting. But yeah, with that bot, I would also potentially be able to, like, integrate it with Discord, at least in part. So, lots of potential fun stuff for the future, just daunting. Because that bot seems to integrate with pretty much everything. And people have made all sorts of custom stuff for it. For their own channels. Like, there's a streamer who, I think through that bot made it so, he prints out receipts for when someone subscribes, like on an actual printer. So like the types of printers that print using heat instead of ink. But yeah, there's just so many things. It's not quite a completely blank canvas, but it feels very close to it, so. Okay. I think I'm supposed to jump over there. How's the health situation? A bit low. Let's fix that. And let's save there. Another one of those weird orb things. Huh. Why do I need another one? Okay. This way then? I just went back to a previous save, so it's no longer lost. Still not entirely sure how I lost the item, but I have it now, so that's what matters. Not that far back. So, there's the item. Well, that's one of the good things about constantly saving. Because I was able to just go back, like, I think like 2 saves or something, and yeah, that was before I'd lost it, and yeah. I mean, I'd only just gained the item. So I didn't have that much time to lose the item. Still managed somehow, but yeah. The important thing is that I have it now, so everything's fine, except for the fact that I can't climb up here. Can I jump up there? Nope. Not sure which way I'm supposed to be going. Also not sure if I'm supposed to be able to climb up on either one of those now. Huh. So, where do I go? Oh, we'll need to climb somewhere. Did I fall through the map again? Yep, I fell through the map again. Whoops. Whee! Silly me, always falling through the map. Yeah, that's where it already was. I think that's how I got to this area. There. Nothing else here. And then there's this area where I got stuck. Can I see the area that I wasn't able to get access to? There. Okay, was I supposed to go there? Maybe. Maybe not. Silly game. So... it's a mystery. A very maze-shaped mystery. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. Lithos is weird. Also not sure where my character technically is. There. Which is exactly where I should be. Definitely. Okay, now I think I might be stuck. Back to my last save. Okay. Try not to immediately get blown up. Tableware. Why are they all just carrying silver plates and cutlery and stuff? Doesn't seem like the most important thing to be carrying here.
Ah!
Ow.
Ah!
Ow. So... right. Ow! Dropping stuff on my head. Rude. Okay. Yes, that one had one of those orbs. Those exploding mushrooms are still kind of difficult to not run into. They were making things difficult at the start of the game, and they are still a bit of a problem. That one wasn't carrying any of those orbs. But is carrying currency. Not sure what I need the currency for at this point, but... yeah. Okay, I'll overwrite this save. And then try this thing again. Okay, can't walk around the outside of that. And I don't think I can climb up here. Okay. There. Now it worked. Just needed to stand at the exact correct distance. I'll just make it a separate save.
I do so enjoy the cries of torment.
Okay. Lithos, where could you be? But who knows, maybe next week we'll already be playing Ultima 9. It is quite possible. I think I even already have the game. I don't think I've installed it yet. Cutscene? Cutscene. Lithos, hello.
You have betrayed me, my one, and for that you must die.
Okay. Trade him and I must die. I'll see about that. There.
No, I have been defeated. No mortal could have done this. I shall return for you, Line One.
Okay, I defeated Lithos. Oops. And that goes into the pile. And I save again. I think I'll overwrite this one. Just in case I need to go back further.
At this very moment, Britannia burns.
What happens if I go to the areas that are already done? Are those just closed off now? Yes, they are. So I need to find the last one that isn't closed off. Maybe this way?
I really do appreciate.
So this
your
should be the
polite
airtight one now.
avatar.
Alright. Wrong number for that save. I'll just pretend it said 187.
Soon, I shall be able to call Britannia mine. It seems, Avatar, that you are missed here. Why, I believe I hear Lord British crying out for you now.
Magic helm. Oh, I drowned. Guess I was getting too greedy. But I already have all those items, I think.
Hark, is that the sweet song of lamentation I hear?
Yeah, I already have those. I don't need them.
Soon, I shall be able to call Britannia mine. It seems, Avatar, that you are missed here. Why,
I was
believe
trying to
hear
jump
Lord
over to the
British
other area.
crying out for you now.
Yes, yes.
Hark, is that the sweet song of lamentation I hear?
There. But that one drops too. Maybe.
Hark, is that the sweet song of lamentation I hear?
Well, I drowned again. I guess with my current
Is
skill
that the
level,
sweet song of
gonna be a long
lamentation
time.
I hear?
that one somewhat safe? I mean, it hasn't dropped yet, so I'll go with yes. Okay, I'll not go there. Okay. Jump. Oh. Guess not. Jump over there then. Yeah.
Oh, wicked, wicked child. You have tried my patience, and now I shall punish you.
I think she said punish you, but it sounded like now I shall punch you. Rude.
What have you done, ungrateful child? Your greed breaks my heart.
Okay. So... could have been now it will crush you. But regardless, still quite interesting how the way they decided to distort the voice acting makes it a lot more difficult to understand it. It's just, you know, a good lesson to learn, I guess.
Your treasured Britannia succumbs easily. Soon all the land will be mine.
Do I use the book? I defeated the Titans. Now what? But I already did that. Huh? I'm confused. Okay.
Your treasured Britannia succumbs easily. Soon all the land will be mine.
I supposedly now defeated all of the Titans. So now what? Oh, random enemies spawning, but... guess I'll fight them. As in... a hat that looks like a pie? Or is it referring to something specific that I'm just not aware of? Okay. So it is a very specific type of hat. I'll look it up, because I am intrigued, especially with that name. Okay. Sure, I can try and make that type of hat. is on the list. Still kind of tempted to try and make that the hat with the propeller. So I'll put that one on the list too. It would be very difficult, I'm sure, but maybe I'll find a way. Yeah, it would definitely be a challenge. Viking helmet, sure. The thing is, I think actual Viking helmets don't actually have the horns. But the more cartoony one that you'd expect would have them, so. I guess I'll have to look into which type of Viking helmet I'd be making for Reginald. But the ones with the horns, even if it's not historically accurate, it's the most recognizable. So, we shall see. I mean, it doesn't have to be historically accurate. Yeah. There are different ones, yeah, I would assume so, it's just... I'm not sure if they actually had ones with the horns, because I feel like I heard that the ones with the horns were never actually a thing.
Soon all the land will be mine.
So, how am I supposed to cast that spell? Feel very powerful. Oh, wait. Did I just use that one on myself? Okay. Huh. So... Isn't using that book how I'm supposed to cast the spell? I'll check what that book says. Because I know I took pictures of it at the time. First few castings will prove awkward. With time, the mage will be able to dictate an arrival point and appear there. Only for travel between dimensions. Two ways to use the components. Setting 5 pieces of the material, so the things I have. It'd be smaller than a man's head, on the ground in the form of a pentacle, and concentrating on one of the chunks while speaking the words. Works. Okay. And otherwise, I just use the book. So. Okay. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense if they use the goblets. And then... they'd have the goblets close by, I guess. So. But either way, if that one ends up winning, then I'll try and figure out which Viking hat would be the most appropriate one to make for Reginald. While still having it be recognizable as a Viking hat. Or Viking helmet, not just hat. So... I guess that means I'll put them on the ground. Have I saved? I feel like I should save. There. Don't know which order I'm supposed to place them in, so I'll just wing it. Now it's said to focus on one of them. But what does that mean? Click on it? Because I just did that. Maybe even closer. It's like placing them there. No. Do I put the book in the center? And then... oh. Trilby hat. So, like the character Trilby. Isn't that a very similar hat to, like, a lot of other hats? Oh, a Trilby hat is its own type of hat. I'll have to be very, very specific about, like, like, is a Trilby a fedora? I don't know. I'll be doing a lot of hat research. There. That seems correct, I guess. Guess I gave off the sparkles. Nope. Nope. That one? Yes. No. Nope. A stovepipe hat. What even is that? Oh, so an even taller top hat. Because to me that looks taller than a normal top hat. Because we do have a top hat on the list. Would it be accurate to call that an even taller top hat? Supposed to put the book there? I think so. Oops. Okay, I'll just pick the book back up again. And adding the face to the list. Also added the researching whether or not a stovepipe hat is considered to be an extra tall top hat or just any type of top hat. I'll save before I click on that. You can still hear me. Well, sorry. But yes, I'll research whether a stovepipe hat is just a tall top hat or if it's like just any type of top hat or I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll be doing a lot of hat research. There. Okay. Let's see. Looks foggy, snowy. And then the avatar just walked through the white void till the end of time. Looks kind of evil. Is that where I'm supposed to be? Is that the Guardian? Okay, that's just the end of the game. I ended up somewhere. Definitely somewhere. I'm not sure how he'd get the good ending if this is the bad ending. So. Also, shape compression, like skip draw, protected mode libraries, like what are some of these things? Interactive music system, digital sound system, terrain, cloth map. Like oddly specific credits. Monster rendering. And just Lithos. Okay. User interface scumps. Stratos, Thurgist, and Tenebraean conversation books? What that was? Books? Tombstones, books. So I guess the stuff they wrote, that's the writing team. Okay. Yeah. So, design team. Okay. Maps. Elemental planes. Docks. Fisherman's reef. Catacombs. Did just one person work on the catacombs? I don't see the catacombs in the other people's lists. One person worked on the catacombs. Catacombs are big. And the sound team. I think I last tweeted at him like when I finished. Was it Ultima 5? Possibly? Don't know. But I still have one Ultima game to go, so don't want to waste too much of his time, so I might do another like combination of different like end screens. So yes. Yes, I've been playing this one for a while. And I think Ultima 9 would be the last one in the main series. Of course, there is the game that came before Ultima that's kind of part of the universe, but it's not called Ultima. And there's the Ultima Underworld series. Not sure if there's even more than that. Odeon? Who's that? Kulish Go? Who are these? Oh, maybe those were the not the Titans, but the ones about like the different emotions. Don't know. Yeah, I'd say it was shorter than Ultima 7, but Ultima 7 was 2 games. So yeah. Quality assurance. Are those the people who should have found all the different areas where I was able to pull through the map? Yep, playtesting, but that was French specifically, so not sure if we already had the general English-speaking playtesting team. Don't know. But oh boy, they had a lot of people work on this game. German version, oh boy. I mean, those are indeed some very German sounding names at the start there, yeah. Roz? With a shoe something? Very fancy sounding name. I'm thinking they didn't do umlauts in this font. Because I think at least one of those names would have had them. And thanks to the family members, significant others, friends, who know who they are. I do hope the friends know. Quotes? Uh-oh. What does that button do? If you can read this, ignore the next few lines. Weil wir niemanden den Originalton Origin vorenthalten wollen, sind alle Zitate bla 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 bla. Okay. Something about the original audio and Origin. Hey mister, I need a man? Ouch. I'm 25 mega ohms? Stealing is okay as long as it's done well. That's a good quote. My gravity's not working. Sounds about right. I want the Japanese Olympic volleyball team to come rub my tummy. You're a funny guy, that's why I'm gonna kill you last. Basically, the situation is I've got buckets of cash. No thanks. I've got my potato. Let's just see if we can do something to molest the bug and make it go away. 55%, 45%, 35%. 0. Okay. Run, they're going to retroactively deduct from our salaries. I'll not burn people as was done on a project like Ultima 7 again. Tell you man, the random code generator is the way to go. Hey, these guys have a really neat quotes section. Hey, these geeks ripped off our quotes section. That program's got a nice butt. I thought when I started here I would have to become a disciplined programmer. Obviously I was wrong. My palate gump has cancer. What? That reminds me of Herman's balls? What? What was going on when they were developing this? You are not the boss of me. Melanie Green, the boss of the previous person, according to the business card. Oh boy, we get to see Justin's tool in action for the first time. Just because you have basic military training does not mean you have the right to go around killing people. Can't do anything without a moose. Do I look like I have 16 fingers? 10, should I shave my mustache, put on some lipstick, and go tickle Richard? What? The moose has gone rabid. Hey Butthead, what was your quote? Would you care to caress my elbow? We're not necessarily so brilliant as some of the things we've done might lead us to believe. Unfortunately, I coded this correctly. I'll bring mine and eat yours. Robin gives me moral support, immoral support, and athletic support. The groin is the root of the hierarchy. Wait. F the budget. Who's that big ugly girl? It sounds like development was a bit unhinged. It could be the next David Koresh? Pagan, there are no happy people. We're running out of budget? What? Getting more and more concerned for the Ultima dev team as I continue reading these. And Andrew tries to walk, his thing goes crazy. I've been flailing it for 2 weeks. Just because people can't sit down doesn't mean they don't know when you're looking. What? Really didn't want to... What? That's a very long and very strange quote section. I've had enough of the quotes. But I guess if you also have the game, you can admire the journey the devs went on when making this game. Like, some of them seem like some of them make sense, but some of them make less sense. Let's put it that way. Because, yeah, I'm not sure about some of those quotes. Anyhow, I'd say this game was definitely fun, but also quite strange. Like, for example, with the platforming, the very constant platforming, The very distorted voice acting that doesn't have subtitles. Also just like the storyline being kind of difficult to keep track of. It seeming like parts of the game just got cut entirely during development to where everything is connected to the catacombs for some reason. So there's a lot of that going on in this game, but I still enjoyed the game. I just feel like this game could have more development time. Like I kept on falling through the map in lots of different locations. So maybe not going quite as far into making it a platformer would have made things easier. But yeah. This one just feels a bit like they got a bit confused about the Ultima franchise and what Ultima players are looking for in a game. So I wonder if Ultima 9 is going to have like more than one character again. Like, yes, it does feel rushed. So overall, it just feels like in development there were either budget cuts or like they were just running out of time or like, yeah. So yeah, I'd say for dealing with all the different areas where I accidentally fell through the map, yeah, just less platforming, if not kind of no platforming. Like, I'm not sure how it could have been done to be able to have some amount of platforming, but not be able to always platform everywhere. So to be able to like communicate to the player that, oh, this is an area where you're able to platform. So, I don't know. But yes, my point is it does feel unfinished. So, from my perspective, I think if they hadn't gone for the whole platforming thing, they maybe would have had more time to work on the rest of the game. So, yeah, don't know. Yeah, it's quite possible that's just all down to EA being EA. Like, I don't know how bad they were in the 90s, but yeah, I know they are a game company these days. They're definitely one of the game companies out there. And especially one that monetizes weirdly at times and really likes their own proprietary launchers. So, yeah. Regardless, I do think Ultima 9 is also EA, because I think EA still owns the Ultima franchise. So I highly doubt Ultima 9 won't fall into that same category. So my hopes for Ultima 9 is that they didn't try to add new features that they didn't have the time to fully flesh out and then playtest. And hoping that they also had enough time to finish, like, the storyline. Because another thing that kind of threw me off is there's so many NPCs, and a lot of them just don't react to what's going on. So there might be fire raining from the sky, and the NPCs are still gonna say the exact same things as they did, like, back, like, at the start of the game. So, yeah. I just feel like that could have used more, or like, if you can't get around to writing lines for the NPCs, at least have fewer NPCs still running around at that point of the game. That way you have less to write. But yeah, it just felt a bit, well, like it's a bit weird when earlier on in the game, the NPCs have more in-depth conversations, and then, like earlier on, it was, I believe, Mordia was the name of the character, being in charge, or in power, of the entire area, and constantly killing random citizens. All of that. So the NPCs had lots to say about that situation, and then Mordia got killed, and only some of them even commented on that. And then I freed Hydros, and there was constant rain and fog, and none of them had anything to say about that, except for the, whatever his name was, the guy who was now ruling Tenebrae. He was the only one who even cared about that. And then I made it rain fire from the ceiling by freeing Pyros, and he didn't even have anything to say about that. So, yeah. I'd say that's one of my main critiques, the, like, stuff like that feeling so unfinished because they seemingly focused on other stuff instead of fleshing out the characters in parts of the game that aren't the first few hours. Because there are plenty more hours of gameplay after that. So, yeah. That's that. But yes. Anyhow, I'll go see if I still have Roller Coaster Tycoon installed. And it's just showing the ending again for some reason. Can I close the game? There, I closed the game. So, because if I still have Roller Coaster Tycoon installed, we'll be playing that. And if I happen to have Ultima 9 installed, I guess we could play that, but I'm pretty sure I don't. So, I'll just check that real quick. I indeed only have Ultima 8 installed and some of the previous ones. But I do still have Roller Coaster Tycoon. So, I believe we'll be switching to that.